my secrets, say I am too real.
That didn't work. Watch this.
In a tale that attempts to wrap up some loose Marvel threads while simultaneously looking to the future, Anthony Mackie returns as the new Cap. The main conflict in Brave New World is between Ford's President Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross and Mackie's Sam Wilson alias Captain America as they attempt to cooperate for the common good. Sam is working for the government as the official Cap and is trying to strike a balance between doing the right thing and following the government's priorities. Early on in the movie, Sam makes this evident by choosing to free a number of hostages instead of pursuing the stolen cargo of valuable adamantium that they are trying to collect. This allows a Black Ops team to take care of that aspect of the situation. Ross tries to make amends with Sam by asking him to help restructure the Avengers, which have reportedly been disbanded because Steve Rogers grew very old and Natasha Romanoff and Tony Stark passed away, as we've seen in the numerous previews for the movie. However, the president quickly decides that his relationship with Captain America is finished after Ross nearly dies in an assassination attempt by an obviously brainwashed Isaiah Bradley. The majority of this storyline material has been revealed in interviews and trailers for a long time. The fact that Tim Blake Nelson is playing Samuel Stearns from the second MCU film, The Incredible Hulk, 2008, has not received as much marketing attention. Indeed, 17 years have passed since we last saw this character, and no, it has not been worth the wait. Stearns is now completely changed into the Gamma-altered super genius, and Hulk enemy, known as the leader in the comics, though he is never called that in the movie. The Brave New World script feels that Stearns is quietly controlling events, and in particular President Ross, from a distance. It turns out that Ross has kept Stearns in jail since the events of The Incredible Hulk, thus it's all an attempt to exact revenge on him. The main objective of the movie is for Stearns to see Ross publicly humiliated so that he will never win back the affection and trust of his daughter Betty, Liv Tyler. However, because of his extraordinary intelligence and aptitude for reading possibilities, he is also aware of some sort of multiversal disaster. Following a number of antics and mediocre action scenes, Brave New World's high point should have been Harrison Ford's transformation into the Red Hulk and his fight against Anthony Mackie's Captain America. Unfortunately, the Red Hulk element of the movie has been used in so much of the promotion that it feels like a huge lost chance to give the viewer a real rug pull, in addition to being a kind of letdown in the finished product. What if we didn't know that would occur until we witnessed it as this story developed? Is Harrison Ford becoming the Hulk? Stearns gave Ross a medication that healed him of a deadly heart condition while he was imprisoned. The catch is that the pills included a small amount of the ancient gamma radiation. The leader gradually increased the gamma dose after realizing that Ross would never release him, eventually causing Ross to literally Hulk out. In the film, it nearly occurs a few times, but Ross manages to stave it off, much like a sneeze that comes close then disappears. However, Ross ultimately transforms into the Red Hulk at a White House briefing, as the Disney marketing staff predicted. This is quite awkward and most definitely wasn't on the president's daily. As Cap and this new Hulk battle it out, half of the White House is demolished, and parts of Washington, D.C., including the Washington Monument, don't appear to fare very well either. Even though the Red Hulk wears a computer-generated image of Han Solo's face during the fight, or perhaps because of it, he still comes across as quite menacing at points, and Sam is nearly vanquished. As Sam notes, Ross alias Hulk could easily kill him as the scene comes to a head. But this new Captain America does a Cap and plays to the good, carrying part of Red Hulk that he knows is inside of him. The president gets medevaced away, and the Red Hulk returns to his Ross persona. Ross is currently incarcerated on the Raft, which is ironically the same superpowered facility where he first put Sam and the other members of Team Cap in Captain America: Civil War, according to the epilogue of the movie. Ross made the proper decision by resigning from his position, allowing the nation to enter the Brave New World promised by the movie's title. The United States and other nations sign a convention to guarantee that the film's adamantium MacGuffin will be distributed equitably. After being held captive by Stearns during the assassination attempt, Isaiah Bradley is set free. Joaquin Torres, also known as the Falcon, Danny Ramirez, Sam's new partner, is unharmed after suffering a serious injury earlier in the movie. Liv Tyler briefly appears to reunite with her father, and Sam is more at ease than ever with the enormous responsibility of being Captain America. Sam returns to the raft to visit someone in what seems like a cut scene from earlier in the movie. However, this time it's Stearns, also known as the leader. Don't we live in the same world? Would you give your life to preserve this world? It will arrive. The probabilities have shown it to me. I saw it clearly. You all believe that you are the lone heroes defending this globe. You believe that there is no other world. When you have to defend this location against the others, we'll see what transpires. It's interesting to note that this sequence appears to skip over the introduction of Thunderbolts, the upcoming May 2nd release from Marvel. It is, I guess, a prelude to Fantastic Four, The First Steps, which is scheduled for release on July 25th of this year and is set in a different realm outside of the MCU's sacred timeline. The Avengers, Doomsday movie from 2026 and The Avengers, Secret Wars movie from 2027, which are still a ways off, seem to be the main targets of this one. In Secret Wars, Stearns is obviously referring to the danger of whatever will bring the multiverse saga to a close. Is it the Doctor Doom of Robert Downey, Jr.? Is there anything beyond universal incursions that will cause secret wars that we are currently unaware of? We also know that Kong is essentially persona non grata today, but will he play a role in it or will he simply be forgotten since He Who Remains was slain in the Loki Disney series and another Kong variant was apparently killed in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania? However, perhaps Stearns should have been more concerned about a Secret Wars catastrophe that could wipe out the universe than with exacting revenge on President Ross. In a humorous moment in Brave New World, Sam is reunited with his Winter Soldier and Falcon sidekick, Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan, who we find out is currently a congressional candidate. Bravo, Buck. Although Steve Rogers gave people something to believe in, Sam gives them something to hope for, according to Bucky, who gives Sam a motivational speech during their brief reunion that helps him accept his role as the new Captain America, now that he has learned from Stearns that Earth is facing a more serious threat than it has ever faced. Sam will undoubtedly be thinking about those comments. After all, will the current Captain America be the one to form a new Avengers team? And will he be able to handle the responsibility of managing that team? For now, we can only speculate, but at least we have some ideas about how the new Avengers might appear. At some point during Doomsday, we anticipate that Sam will assemble a new roster, which will include both expected and recognized individuals as well as some unexpected ones. Of course, by the end of Secret Wars, all of the MCU superheroes will most likely appear, but we're only discussing the core cast that could get things started, not the Endgame-style pylon. Recall that Wong, played by Benedict Wong, is now the MCU's master of the mystic arts rather than Doctor Strange. He has also been spotted working with characters like Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner, and he has appeared in a number of Marvel productions, so it is possible that he will be on the squad as well. Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, is a central character in Secret Wars but will not appear in Avengers, Doomsday. We assume he will visit with Charlize Theron's character Clea at some point. Since the two were last seen leaving to seal an incursion, exactly what we think would cause the Secret Wars, Marvel Studios appears to be quite invested in Florence Pugh's Black Widow character. In addition to being a part of that unlikely team in Thunderbolts, she also appears to be one of the few characters who, aside from Bucky Barnes, have a good chance of both A, surviving the movie and B, being deserving of being a member of the Avengers. Since he hasn't portrayed Spidey since No Way Home in 2021, Tom Holland's comeback is long overdue. According to rumors, he will be filming Spider-Man for this summer, with a release date planned between Doomsday and Secret Wars. Old Webhead seems to be a lock here because Spider-Man makes people laugh and adds a good amount of humor to tense situations. Additionally, he has an emotional bond with OG Avenger Iron Man just as Sam has a connection to Steve Rogers that should not be ignored. Charlie Cox's Daredevil has already made a cameo appearance in No Way Home, but the majority of our selections for the core team are feature films. In addition, everyone adores him. In a capital B big story like this, it would be interesting to see his clearly street-level skills. Shuri, played by Letitia Wright, is now the Black Panther, but we haven't seen her in live action since she kicked Namor's winged butt in Wakanda Forever. It is likely that Shuri will return because we know Sam is still in a connection with Wakanda and because Brave New World emphasizes the significance of vibranium and adamantium. In any case, that is merely a wish list with some justification. The Fantastic Four already have their own team. Hawkeye may be busy watching after the Young Avengers, Captain Marvel, Thor, and Hulk may be in space, and too strong to be brought in until the last battle, and there are many other MCU characters to pick from. That concludes our review for today, but the discussion is far from over. For more, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more videos. Keep the magic of movies alive until the next time, signing off from FK Bytes.